this in.
I didn't even know we had a song.
Well, we don't have like a theme song. We don't have a theme song yet, so we have to.
Just sip our water.
I mean, because we don't have like segue music, and the funniest part about this is how we wait. Okay, here we go. We're live.
Here we go live.
Because of the delay.
Back for the first time.
Back for the first time. Oh, welcome back, everybody, to the Flippin' Mental Show. Welcome back for the first time. I love that. I really love that. You just came up with that on the spot in the last episode. That was everything I ever wanted in this podcast, this webcast with you. I keep calling it a podcast. I don't think that's technically right.
Webcast.
But in the first 3 seconds of it, you nailed it. Welcome back for the first time. If it's your first time, welcome back. If it's your second time, it's your first time. We like to keep things always fresh and warm and welcome here. Oh, great. Great. You don't eat tomatoes, do you?
Nah, I don't fuck with tomatoes.
There's a lot of...
Only when I'm in Spain. That's the only time I eat tomatoes, when I'm in Madrid.
When you're in Madrid?
When I'm in Madrid, I'll eat tomatoes. It's
Why?
totally different.
Why?
They taste like apples out there.
There's definitely fresher fruit, like, outside of America. They put, like, so much stuff in it. It's like, what are you doing?
100%.
When I was in Israel, you could just, like, pick fruit off the trees, you know? And just eat it. Eat, like, pomegranates off the tree. Eat, like, oh, look at that.
Yeah, shirashi.
Shirashi?
Shirashi.
Shirashi. Shout out to... Who we shouting out to? Who brought us this?
Shout out to... I don't know, because we don't even know what this is.
To a Japanese sushi place, which you're not even sure if they're Japanese or not.
You just know they're Asian.
Yo, straight up, it says Tataki Japanese Restaurant. This is not the Japanese restaurant we ordered from.
It's not.
This is some other restaurant's sushi.
Ah, they bring the wrong thing.
Will you eat this?
I'm going to eat it, but I ordered sushi rolls, like a mix of sushi rolls, and this.
They never get that. Do you think they get stuff wrong on purpose, or they really, like, make mistakes?
I don't think they give a fuck.
Either way, they just don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck. It's like,
you
ever been to Chinatown? Like, the people just cross the street there. Like, they don't even give a fuck if cars come in.
Right. Well, when
my old office was there.
Right.
And I'll never forget, I was just hanging outside in front of the office. I don't know what I was doing at the time. Maybe drinking a coffee, eating some candy, just taking a break because the office was in the basement. And I saw this old man, had to be like 80 years old, walking across the street, and a truck hit him. The truck was going...
Shut up.
Like 10 miles per hour. Hit this old man. The old man fell down. He got up and he just brushed off his shirt and just kept walking like nothing happened. Like, they do not give a fuck down there. Like, even if they get hit by a car, they don't give a shit.
You got hit by a car once.
Several times.
Several times?
In cars.
You got hit by a car riding your bicycle is what I was thinking of.
I got hit by a wall while I was in the car with you. Remember?
Yeah, that was my mistake. We don't need to talk about that.
You don't need to talk about that.
You've gotten in an even worse accident, which before that we don't need to talk about it either. But I want to talk about the time you got hit. You got hit by a car on your bicycle, and you.
Yeah.
Do you want me to just talk about it? You started eating.
Pretty hungry.
You landed on your feet. You rolled in the car and landed on your feet.
Well, I was coming back from Florida.
Did they only give us one of each of these?
Yeah, we'll just...
What do you want?
I don't give a fuck.
A little bit of each?
Some.
I'm just going to sip on this for a little bit.
So I was coming back from Florida, and my good friend out there, who's a sneaker connoisseur, my friend Adam, he gave me a pair of SB Dunks. A Heineken SB Dunks. I think he gave me that pair because he thought it was funny I don't drink and wear a Heineken product. And this is not just any pair of sneakers. It's a $1,000 pair of sneakers. This guy just gave them to me.
Yeah, those are cool sneakers.
Yeah, they're cool.
They're like They're like thicker than regular Dunks. They're skateboard Dunks. They're white and green, but they got the Heineken, the red star on it.
See, we came back from Florida.
Is there a spoon? Is there a spoon for this?
We came back from Florida, and I think I left my clothes at the office maybe, but I wanted to bring the sneakers back home, and I lived on FDR and Grand at the time. The office was on Christie, so I was just riding my bicycle down Grand, and I had the shoes in a bag, and I put the bag on the handlebar of the bike. So I'm riding down, and I guess the bag was just swinging just from me riding a bike, and it got caught in the front wheel thing, and it caused me to turn into an ongoing car. The car wasn't going too fast. It was going maybe like 20 miles per hour, which I guess is pretty fast if I'm going 20 that way. So I guess it was like getting hit by a car going 40 miles per hour. If you want to be mathematically correct.
If you're going head on against each other, were you going head on or was it at an angle?
Head on. I rolled up the car, rolled on the top down, and then like I just rolled and landed on my feet. And the guy in the car.
Wait a minute. You said that way too quickly. So you got hit head on.
Head on.
By like a cab driver. Was it a cab driver?
Just some guy coming home from work.
So he hit you head on. You rolled over the entire car long ways?
Yeah.
So you went over the hood, over the top of the car, over like the windshield, the roof, trunk.
The trunk. And
completely the length of the car.
I just landed on my feet and caught my balance.
Only you.
And the guy was so scared he had to pull over and sit on the curb. I told him to go get a coffee and go home.
Like you were cool, you were good to go. You were like that Asian guy. You just brushed yourself off. You didn't give a fuck.
I guess so. Well, I was worried about the sneaker because with the neighborhood it wasn't the greatest neighborhood, and like that pair of sneakers is very expensive. So I was looking for the pair of sneakers. I found them.
It's so funny.
Some like homeless guy that saw what happened called me the White Jesus. He's like, "Oh my God, you're the White Jesus."
Wait, what?
Yeah, there was like a homeless.
I remember that.
Wow, so many good things.
So he just bugged out the homeless guy. I'm sure I would have bugged out if I saw that. Well, you like break dance. You have good like spatial awareness. Where you've got good rhythm. What I'm saying, you've got like balance and awareness. Yeah, I remember when I used to come to your office on Grand. Like this stuff smells so fresh. It's like fresh fish. But Grand Avenue stinks. It smells like rotten guts. It's so awful. And they never let you off the train. Remember they just we used to walk off the train like I still do that. I still walk off the train like
this. The people in Chinatown, they just walk on the train like you don't exist. Like everyone else is a ghost except for them. It's like ghost
except for like 5 foot Asian men and women.
Yeah, and I don't mean like Asians as a whole. I'm just saying the people in Chinatown.
No. Oh, 100%.
Shout out to Asians.
Shout out to Asians, not the people that live in Chinatown or that frequent the Grand Avenue stop. It's Grand Street. Grand Avenue's in Brooklyn. Yeah, I still walk out like this, completely square. Like, imagine if you're on an elevator. It's like elevator etiquette for those people who don't take mass transit, who watch, of the many people who watch our webcast. Like, you let people get off the elevator before you go in. Like, you can't...
Especially women.
Do that.
I don't give a fuck if you're...
They don't care.
Chick, whatever.
Here, you can have some soup. I like to eat appetizers first. You don't want the soup?
Nah.
At all? Here, let me leave some for you. You can think about it. You can think about it. I'll leave it for you. You know, like, if you want to talk math, 2 objects can't occupy the same space at the same time. So, like, let people off the fucking train so that you can get on. You can't get on if I'm on it.
I would like to see Bonnie Freed get off a train on Grand Street.
You've never seen him do it?
No.
Oh, he wouldn't tolerate it.
He'd flip out.
Aren't you not supposed to talk about your dad on the podcast anymore? Matthew, don't talk about me on the podcast.
Yeah, my father got pissed. He wasn't too happy about being talked about on the podcast.
Your dad's great. Shout out to your dad.
Yeah, so
your mom follows us. Your mom follows us. The funniest thing is how we decided to and your Aunt Sherry. The funniest thing was how we were deciding to send this out. We're like, we don't want to do Facebook because of family members. And then the first person who follows us is your mother. But, like, I know that's not what you meant. Your parents are, like, really cool. We can send it to them. But, like, we didn't want, like, certain people that are actual, like, other family members seeing it.
Little kids, little
kids, cousins, like, whatever. Your parents are, like, the coolest.
So let's go back to last week. When I sat courtside with my dad, and I thought he was pissed. See, the thing was,
right,
he wasn't. He wasn't pissed because he saw this, and he was like, "I wasn't pissed." He's like, "I was so happy. I was so surprised," but he was pissed because the courtside seats was just one little seat. You don't get that much room And before that, we ate all that food, so he was just so bloated. You know, he
Oh, yeah, the
couldn't,
free food.
He couldn't relax.
There was a free bar and a free.
It's unlimited food, yeah. So he had to go like this. So,
What's not free?
And the guy sitting next to us with his little kid on the lap. The little kid had his legs open. I guess he was fucking with my dad, but whatever.
Okay.
So he wasn't mad. I know you weren't mad.
So how did we even get that train of thought? Was there something else I wanted to say? I don't remember.
I don't even know what I'm eating.
Thank
I'm
you
just
for
eating
ordering
raw
this.
stuff.
Yeah, I'll eat whatever. You want me to save you some of this salad with the ginger dressing?
Nah, you could eat it.
Are you sure? Thank you for ordering this. Appreciate it. This was good. Last week, I thought snacks would just be enough, but like I was so hungry. We needed dinner, and I just ate the snacks like it was dinner. How was your week? How was your weekend?
It's still going. Oh, the weekend?
Your week is still going. But it's been a week since we've done this.
You're right. It has been a week.
And I realized, and I saw you this weekend.
When did I see you?
We went to our best friend's daughter's first birthday
That was great.
outside of Philly. It was so funny because I was waiting for you to come.
I like her name, Sloan. That's a good name.
That's a good name?
It's a name. Like, don't name your kid after a freaking street in Manhattan. These new names are ridiculous now.
Right, you did say that to me, like Madison.
Madison's a good name, but
But it's a street in
it's a
Manhattan.
street name.
A lot of people have that name. Sloane's cousin has that name. She's cute too. They look like they're like sisters. The Wadensky gene, I think, is so powerful that even the sister-in-law who's not related had a kid who looked like them.
It's getting back to like last
don't
names
even
becoming
care.
first names again.
Right. Well,
Like-
that's like a real
like
preppy,
Parker.
waspy thing.
Parker, like that's a name
Wellington.
now. Wellington. They'll name a kid Wellington
That's really waspy.
or Davis.
Yeah. I don't know what Madison's middle name is. She's a cute kid. She's like 2. And then Sloane's like 1. Obviously, it was her first birthday, Sloane Haley. It was so funny. You didn't expect there to be so many kids. It was a first birthday, so there's gonna be other kids. Like you thought she was so young, it was just adults. And then you get there, it's a pizza party.
It's like, how does this little kid know all these little babies know each other? They're forced to know each other.
Right. Well,
like
that's
you
true.
don't even get to
You're
pick your
forced
own
to be
friends. You
right. You're
just-
forced to be friends. I remember that when I was little.
Did you ever like those kids?
I wasn't like aware enough to like them.
I think I knew as a little
No,
kid.
like
I think I knew that I had to hang out with this kid, and I had no choice. I don't think I liked the kids I had to hang out with as a kid.
eventually you realize you can pick your friends. Dude, the funniest thing happened at this event. So Mentals rides a motorcycle. You ride a motorcycle around the city, but you weren't going to take it long distance. You brought your girlfriend. So you borrowed your mom's Cadillac.
Cadillac Seville, 1989.
1989 Seville. This thing is in like
Great condition.
87,000 miles. It's in great condition.
We'll post a picture up a little later.
Oh
on so
yeah,
you
I'll
can
put.
see it.
I'm totally gonna post a photo on the event page. Oh man, I have the photo of you that I took this weekend. So we're outside chilling next to the car before you leave, and this woman walks over. I mean, this car is like it's like a mafia classic. This car is just like, it's so cool. It's such a cool car. The inside is in such good condition. Like nobody ever ate in it. Maybe you and I ate some Wendy's in it back in the day, but like
We did.
nobody. It's so we're in Philly. You're outside Philly, and they have this accent there. It's similar to a Baltimore accent, except Baltimore is a little more southern, a little more like rednecky.
What the fuck is this shit?
I don't know.
I thought it was pineapple.
So
But why would you put pineapple with sashimi?
I don't know.
This is fucking gross. It's like rolled up stuff.
Yeah, I've seen that at things. I'll eat it. I'll eat whatever. Mentos doesn't eat everything. He used to be really picky. We don't eat like peanut butter or cheese, like stuff from your childhood when you were forced to hang out with kids. This woman walks up in this Philly accent. Is that 77 Coupe de Ville? Is that Coupe de Ville 77?
And I was like, no, I went up to her. I was like, no, it's 89. She's like, oh, she's like, I got the soft top. I was like, yeah, I got the soft top.
You ran around the car so excited.
So excited to talk to her about
You're
it.
like, no, it's an 89. It's 89 Seville. And she goes, no, look on the side. It says Coupe de Ville. I had this car. She was going off. My wife and I and your girlfriend were dying. We were just openly laughing at her.
I wasn't. I didn't think there was anything funny about it.
I know. You were just like, oh, were you totally? It wasn't even like you indulged her. You loved that she had a memory of the car, and you're like, yeah. No, it's not 77. It's not 89. Oh, great condition. Which it was. She wasn't lying.
Eat some of this.
I'm just eating salad, chomping in the microphone.
I don't even know what the fuck we're eating. We're just eating raw.
We'll just hear what people have to say. They might be
sashimi.
like, you're chewing in the microphone. I've just been eating soup and salad. I stick on an appetizer. I don't finish an appetizer. I don't move on until I'm done the app. And since you didn't want any. Yeah, that's weird stuff. I'll eat it, though. I'll totally fucking eat it. I don't care.
This is fucking gross sushi, man.
It's not good sushi?
It's not good sushi at all.
I thought this was your spot.
Unfortunately, I thought my spot was delivering. I called them up right after we talked on GChat to see if they were delivering. I called them up to make sure I'm going, oh, you're delivering? The guy said, yes. Cool. Send you the link to tell me what you want to order, and I was going to order the sashimi dinner and the sushi dinner.
This was not from the link you sent me.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
I didn't want to tell you, but... So this is what happened. I call back to place the order, and then the woman tells me, no delivery now. I was like, why not? She goes, oh, we do construction. What the fuck you mean you do construction? I just called like a few minutes ago, and you said you're going to do delivery. Now you do construction. I said, yes, we're closed. So then I called this other place, and the woman was talking so fast. I couldn't even understand her. She's like, super salad. I was like,
that means super salad.
no, I know that. But I was just like, just to teach her to talk slow. I was like, slow down, lady.
Hey, you weren't having it.
Nah, just talk normal. Don't rush me. So, I don't know about the shit. I feel like I'm getting sick now. But
I'll eat all of it.
bad.
So, did you have a fun time at the birthday party?
I had a good time, good pizza, good garlic knots, cupcakes off the hook with the little mini sugar ornament cookie, if you want to call it.
Yeah. They had Minnie Mouse theme there. Minnie Mouse came. So funny.
Who was in the
All
Minnie
these
Mouse?
Gomer. Well, oh yeah, you missed it. Because you weren't there yet, I told everybody it was you.
Oh, that's awesome.
I told everyone it was you.
That is awesome.
Yeah. I don't know if they believe me. Like, you were... dropping your name for that would be like, people would be like crazy enough to be like, yeah? But like,
that would
I don't think
fuck
they
up a
thought
kid.
it.
Like, I think if a little kid, and I think every little kid comes to believe that there's a person inside the character. That happened to me when I was little in Disneyland. I looked in the eye, and inside the eye was mesh. And I remember saying, oh, there was a man in there. There's a man in there, you know, and I knew as a kid. But now if you're a little girl and you look inside Minnie Mouse, and you see there's a man inside Minnie Mouse. Like, I mean, if at least it's a woman, it's one thing.
It was a woman.
But I'm saying, if I was Minnie Mouse and kids found out, that would have fucked
the
them up.
majority of those people are women, even for male characters. So my experience at...
What about the people in Times Square that dress up as the characters and ask for money?
I don't even know.
You don't know about this?
I mean, I know about it, but they're crazy people. Like, to work at Disney World, there's like a vetting process. Like, they're gonna interview you. To do that shit in Times Square, it's just some guy smoking a cigarette. You want to make $50? Say, yeah, give out these flyers.
Yeah,
in
but it's
Times
not even
Square.
like that. You got these people, crackheads or whatever it is, you know. They just go buy a costume and then
Right.
they just go and ask for money.
Dude, Elmo was saying all this. He was saying all this anti-Semitic shit. He's like, the Jews are taking down Wall Street. Fucking Elmo.
Really?
Yeah, you never saw. I'm gonna send you that video. You can watch that in between Bath Salt's videos.
Yeah, Bats all videos.
So when I went to Disney World, I met Captain Hook. And I used to love Peter Pan. I was like, oh, it's Captain Hook. And I shook his hand, and it was like so feminine. Really? It was like such a feminine hand. And that's what, just how you were like, there's a guy in there. I looked at my parents. I go, it's a woman. It's a woman.
That's fucked up.
It was my mental moment. I was not like happy about that. It's like, who gives a shit?
I guess it's when your reality shatters.
Yeah. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, there has to be a man who plays a man character. Like, who cares? Like, it's a person in a suit. It could be any gender. Because they don't talk. They just kind of bob their head back and forth with this giant mask on and sweat and hate their lives, probably.
They might.
They might not.
They might not.
What else is good? So
this.
Oh, did you go to Fright Fest after that?
No, I didn't go to Fright Fest. I don't think did I tell you I didn't go to Fright Fest?
You didn't.
I didn't go to Fright Fest.
I'll see you guys later. We're gonna go to Fright Fest.
I was pumped because on the way driving down there, we passed by Great Adventure, and I haven't been there in years.
We used to go with camp. Oh, how long did you think it was gonna be until we dropped camp?
So first, second.
This one kid was like, I knew you were going to talk about camp. I was like, well, I don't know. We went to camp together. Anyway.
So, me and my girlfriend, we thought it was a good idea to go to Fright Fest. I never been to Fright Fest. Let's fucking do it. So we get there, and we're waiting, like, on the line to, like, get the ticket, to buy the ticket to park the car, and the ticket costs, like, $30. We waited, like, 30 minutes online. We're looking up the price. The price is, like, close to $100. Like, you go to Fright Fest, you're dropping $300.
Really?
Yeah, 2 people, you're dropping $300. Like, comfortably. Like, you want to get a little candy, a little snack, you're dropping $300. Parking, everything.
Terrible.
So we thought about it, and we just, she doesn't like to wait, like, on lines like that. And, of course, you got to wait, like, 2 hours to go on, like, the good stuff. So we said, fuck it. We went home to Staten Island and had a nice dinner with my parents. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
And then went home.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do anything. Like, I didn't go to my friend's house whose kid was having the baby afterward. Our good friend Ian. I didn't go over there after. I didn't go with you. So I had a 1-year-old's birthday party in the morning. Jess and I drove to New Jersey to have dinner with her aunt and uncle and her cousins, who have a 2-year-old. So we did that. So 1-year-old in the morning, 2-year-old in the afternoon. And then the next day we drove up to see a newborn baby. So it was 3 babies in a weekend. That was my weekend with my wife, was hanging out with 3 different ages of babies, which was crazy to see. So I'm having a kid in March, and it was like seeing all the different. Like that party was crazy. Like seeing you at that girl's first birthday. They had like 2 women doing sing-alongs with the guitars and like throwing maracas.
You know what part bugged me out? Like the way the women sing to the kids. Like those old women playing the guitar to the kids. Like they were like A B C D. Like the facial expressions. Like
Does that weird you out?
It bugs me out a bit. Just sing the song.
Right.
Sing it.
Like Bruce Springsteen doesn't make a face like that.
Yeah, no one makes a face like that. But it was good.
Do.
It was a good birthday. Good baby.
Good birthday. Good baby. Good opera.
It was good. Good opera.
What else was I going to ask you? I totally forget. Oh, yeah,
See, you don't. The thing about sashimi is like you don't even know what the fuck you're like. You don't even know the name of what you're eating. You know you're just eating some slimy raw shit with rice because the raw slimy shit is too weird of a substance. You got to mix it with something else just to eat it.
Right, because they said it's not even tuna anymore.
Eat that pineapple thing. I don't know what the fuck this is, but eat that thing.
I don't want that.
Take a bite of it.
I don't want that.
Do you know what it is? You don't know what that is just as much as you don't know what that is.
Yeah, this is like a yellowtail, and that's like a.
You don't know. How do you know it's yellowtail? There's no yellow in there.
I don't.
There's nothing yellow
it's
about
like the
that.
news. it's like the news. This shit might not be real.
Anything about it.
This might not be real. I don't know. It tastes like fish. It smells like fish. It tastes like fish. I don't know. You love it. You suggested sushi. You love sushi. You and I get lunch. We get sushi.
I should have ordered spicy tuna hand rolls. Oh well.
That's what they say is the least real sushi. Is the least real fish. Is the stuff they're throwing in that. It's not even real tuna.
So
The Knicks. We talked a little about. I know you're a Brooklyn Nets fan, big Brooklyn Nets fan because you live near there, but you've been a Knicks fan forever.
I like both teams.
Is one surpassing the other?
We don't know yet. It's still preseason.
Well, you were watching
when it all
the Knicks
starts.
last night. You were watching your buddy Ron Artest.
Oh yeah, with Tyler Hansborough.
That was so funny.
He was gonna throw an elbow until he saw he was throwing an elbow too.
That was really funny. I was really shocked by that. Tyler Hansborough plays for, what was it, the Pacers?
He did pay for the Pacers, and then he got.
Oh, it was the Raptors last night.
He's on the Raptors.
Right. I remember him from North Carolina. And he's like a big dude, you know, and he's crazy. He's got that crazy look in his eye. And he goes to like Ron Artest fouls him, and he goes to elbow him. He's like, get off me. He turns around, and Ron Artest is looking him right in the eye. And his facial expression gets scared. He goes, my bad. You see his lips go, my bad. And he didn't do anything wrong. I was so shocked by that. Or Meta World Peace. That's his real name.
Could you pass that? I'm gonna eat some ginger from there.
There's ginger on this one. You want that?
Yeah, I'll take that. Let me get
Or you
my
want
chopsticks.
your chopsticks?
Yeah.
Here. There's ginger in there. You eat that.
There's ginger.
Um,
So that was that. What else?
what's it called? You love Ron Artest.
I love Ron Artest. I think he's cool.
Back when he became famous, I don't even know if you knew him yet, but then he jumped into the crowd and he laid on the table. Detroit Pistons fan threw a soda or a beer at him. He jumps into the stands, starts fighting audience members.
I think it was an Indiana Pacers
He
fan.
was a Pacers. No. It was a Pistons
Was
fan.
it a Pistons fan?
Yeah. And then he fought him.
Whatever. I bought
They were
that
in
jersey the
Detroit.
day after. I was like, that's the coolest jersey you could get. I'm gonna buy
You
that.
couldn't find it, and I found it in Baltimore.
Dude.
And you were like, buy that. I'll give you money the moment I see you. And then, and you were like,
I still got it so wide.
it's so wide. Oh, yeah, because they only sold it because they didn't sell. He was like number 91 for like a couple months, and then they kicked him out of basketball. And then you bought that. And what did you used to tell people? You're like, yo, you don't even like the Pacers.
My father's name's Ron, and I'm an artist. Artist, Ron Artest.
My father's name is Ron, and I'm an Artest. That was the best.
People just want to hear something, you know?
That's why we're doing this podcast.
Who cares?
Because everybody wants to hear something.
So what should they hear? What do they want to hear?
They want to hear you and your gems.
I don't know how gemological I feel right now.
Oh, no? Why
Maybe I
not?
could pull it out. I don't know. Just, I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did the sushi ruin it? Did it
The
totally
sushi
just
fucked
ruin
me
your
up. My
night?
stomach's fucked. I'm gonna call these people up at Tataki and let
Call 'em
them
up right
know.
now.
I'm gonna call them up right now and just let them know that sashimi is bad. Where's the
I
number?
wish I could put them on the
I'm
the
gonna put it on
thing.
speaker. Was this the number?
Put
I
it
don't
up
want
to
to
the
call
mic,
like
make sure-
someone else.
Make sure it's up to the mic.
What time did I call? 6:17. You came. Yep.
Let them know I think it's delicious. Is it on speaker?
Yeah. Hi. I just ordered some sushi from you guys at 6:15, and I think the fish is bad because I got like a stomach ache. I'm not asking for my money back. I'm just warning the other people you give the food to. 12 Desbrosies.
They keep,
The sashimi, something. I think it's bad. I just feel very sick. I'm just letting you know. I don't want my money back.
No, I know, sir. I'm just telling you, I'm not talking about the money. I'm just telling you that our fish comes every day.
Okay, because I feel like really sick right now.
I don't even know what she's saying.
Yeah, I don't feel
yeah?
too good. I don't
Oh,
feel
yeah?
too good about what I ate or about myself.
Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear about that, but our fish comes every day.
Okay,
The
Just, yeah.
Or at the highest control on the temperature and things like that, you know?
All right. Well, maybe the guy who was just checking the food out fell asleep on his shift or something. I don't know. I just want to warn the next person because
Ask her what that is.
what's the thing that looks like the pineapple?
What's the fish in the sashimi?
It looks like a pineapple because I think I took a bite of that and that's when I started getting sick at first.
Like pineapple?
It looks like pineapple, but it's not.
Oh, no, that's the egg custard.
What's it called?
Egg custard?
Yeah, egg custard we make every day.
It's not egg custard.
You want the shiraki, right?
I ordered shirashi special and sushi
So
special.
what's that yellow thing? What's that yellow?
If it's like the egg, like pineapple is like egg custard. Then we make like the egg pie, you know? Egg pie, you know?
Okay,
Oh, it's an egg pie.
I don't know. Well,
It's like kugel.
yeah. Okay, I'm just letting you know, but thank you.
Take care, huh?
It's like
Okay.
kugel. It's like a
Now
Japanese
that woman
kugel.
didn't say. She got off the phone, and she just went back to what she was doing.
They don't care.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't care. She'll get hit
There
by a car.
is
She don't
something
care.
wrong with that. Tataki, I'm sorry. That shit fucked me up.
Well, remember,
Never again.
Oh wait, no. So maybe you did order from Tataki because the place I was saying that it wasn't this name was the menu you sent me, which you didn't end up ordering from.
Because they were doing construction.
Because they're doing construction.
I didn't think it was gonna matter. Sushi and sushi.
Mid-order, they're doing construction.
Mid-order.
So funny. So yeah, I mean, what else? What else? I saw you last week. What have you done anything since then? You said you saw a movie. Saw a good movie.
I saw The Council last night. It
I
was like
never
a sneak
heard of the
preview, sneak whatever.
Counselor. Who's in that?
Everybody, like, I don't know, Brad Pitt, Cameron Diaz,
Really?
Javier Bardem, or however you say his name.
You said it perfectly.
Okay, that's good. Winner.
Winner.
It was a great movie. It was really full of a lot of crazy shit. The writing was good. Like, all the one-liners were great.
It's an action movie, comedy, drama.
Yeah, but the funny thing about that night was me and my girlfriend would go there, and it's really, we got there, the movie started at 7, we got there like 2 minutes before. So we go to like the one row where we see 2 seats next to each other, because of course I want to sit next to her.
That's nice of you.
And there's these 2 women sitting on the end of the row. Now, one,
About your
thank you
Kit
very
Kat.
much, but you know, I don't like Kit Kats.
You don't like Kit Kats?
No, I don't.
I was gonna grab something with peanut butter.
all
The
good.
only other options had peanut butter.
That would have been awesome.
Are they crunchy?
Oh no, I just don't do them.
You
So
know,
anyway,
I was
listen to
kind of
the story.
hoping you didn't want it, and then I get
Yeah,
two.
they get too, right? It's all good.
I thought you would eat it though.
But listen to this.
I'm sorry.
So we're going to a movie and we go to the 2 seats. Now, these 2 women, you know, these older women,
They're orange for Halloween.
that's cool. I'm good on it, but this one woman's, she's sitting holding her crutches and she has a suitcase in front of her. So, you know, me and my girlfriend were like, all right, we're going to sit here. And they like make a face, you know, like, oh, like we have to now move a suitcase where you should keep on the end of the row. You're sitting on the end of the row, right? Like if you have a suitcase and you're in the middle of the row, I could understand to keep it in front of you. But if you're sitting on the end of the row, you could put the suitcase on the end of the row.
In the aisle.
In the aisle, yeah.
Oh, 100%.
In the aisle. But this woman kept it in front of her. So we walk over her and we had some trouble getting in there and, you know, whatever. And
She didn't just move it to the aisle at least.
she moved
while
it like
you
a
were-
little weird, but we still had to step over it. So then I was like, I'm going to go run to the bathroom quick and, you know, take a piss. So I was like, all right, I'll be back in a bit. So I could have like climbed over the seat, but I didn't want to like fall in front of like all the other people behind me and look like a schmuck. I mean, usually I don't care, but I just didn't. I was end of the day, and you know, I just didn't feel like doing it. I'm just gonna get out the row like a normal human being. So I get up and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get out. So she makes a face again. I'm like, I'm just gonna step over your bag. So I step over the bag and I trip and I hit her knee, her bad knee, the reason why she has crutches. And she's like, oh, my bad knee. And I'm like, this fucking stupid woman.
Were you like, yo, you could totally avoid this? Did you talk to her at all? Or would
No,
you
I just went
laugh
to the
at her?
bathroom. I was like, it's ridiculous. And like, I almost felt bad, but I didn't give a shit. And I went to the bathroom. I came
That's my
back.
boy.
I went to the bathroom, came back, and she had it moved to the aisle. You know, smart thinking.
Well, you gotta teach him. Gotta teach him one way or another.
Yeah, hopefully that knee pain she felt, she'll know. Like, what were you doing with this suitcase in the movie theater anyway?
If you have it was just one crutch
It was
or two crutches.
one
'Cause how
crutch. One crutch.
so she's on one crutch and she's carrying a suitcase. Was she homeless?
She looked like
She
she
looked
was.
like it. Hey.
She looked like Sibby James.
Dude, I never really go to movies that much. I mean, I saw Dark Knight Rises, and it was like, you
What
know,
was
they
that,
had just
5 years ago?
yeah, right. But we sat next to this kid. I went with our friends Dave and Michelle, and this young geeky kid, man, was like just real weird the whole time. He was just acting real weird, and then he like pulls out a paper bag with like a little pint of whiskey, and like people had just been like murdered during this movie. Remember, out in Colorado? So this kid's just like looking around real weird and like drinking whiskey, and he had like a whole bag, like a plastic bag with him. I'm like, I want to be like, what the fuck's in that bag?
Fuck.
Weird. And then so he's acting so weird. I keep like elbowing Dave. It's like Michelle on the aisle, Dave, me.
Were you guys worried, or were you guys like...
I was worried as shit. I was bugging out. I was like, this guy's gonna kill all of us. He's got a revolver in that Walgreens bag. But he was sipping whiskey. The movie starts. It goes black.
See, I'm gonna stop you quick. See, like, now my head's starting to hurt. Like, something is really fucking wrong with that food. Like, my head is feeling hot. Like, back here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like your hypothalamus, your
Like,
your
I'm
cerebellum?
not feeling good at all.
Really? Should we? And I don't think anyone chatted. We might not even have anyone watching this. Do you want to start over and do it another day?
No.
Or should we just
let's
post
keep
this?
going. Just keep it
You gonna
real.
muscle through it?
I'll get through it. But I'm just letting you know, don't go to Tataki.
Are you gonna be okay like tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be fine. I'm just saying this is some
Are you
bad...
legitimately sick, or just like not feeling well?
I think a mix of both. I just feel dizzy, more hungry than I was before I ate the food. And just something's not right.
I feel terrible.
It's fine. It's actually the other place's fault for doing construction, not letting me order.
We should call them.
Nah, it's my fault because I wanted the sushi. So anyway, all right. So the kid was with the bag.
The lights go out and the dude unbuckles his pants. He unbuckles his
Oh,
pants.
he's taking a piss in the bag.
No, I didn't know what he was gonna do. I was like so nervous about getting shot. I was like praying he whipped his dick out. You know, like I was like never so. I was like I had never been so like eager to see a penis. Like I was like, please whip a dick out. But like I think he just like put his hand down his pants like to just get loose. He was just wanting to get comfortable. It was the weirdest shit ever. When he went to the bathroom, I followed him. I followed him to the bathroom. Like he like walked out next to us, and I was like, I'm fucking following him, Dave. And like I followed him because you know I thought maybe he like left it like I don't know like in The Godfather when Michael leaves like he has the gun left for him behind the back of the stall. I don't know if he was gonna get one. You're fucked up, huh? You are not okay.
Fucked up from that food.
Oh man.
It's just the worst when you eat bad sushi.
Oh, yeah,
Or just bad anything.
I wanted to take a photo.
What's that? Is that your notes right there?
Yeah, but they're not supposed to like know that I got notes on the side.
I'm just saying, you didn't have to say that. You could have said, those are just some notes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I made like a little post-it of things I was thinking at during the week. We covered most of it. Another thing I made a note of is the distribution of wealth in this country, of like all the people that are rich compared to all the people that are poor. Like 1% of this country has 40% of the wealth. That's like crazy. The top 1%, 40% has 40% of this country's wealth. That's pretty uneven distribution, don't you think? Or do you not really?
I don't give a fuck.
What do you think about that? About the economy? About like how you know that so many people are poor, the middle class is being removed, and you know because of this, and they're all becoming poor.
I think a lot of people could work harder if they wanted to, and not just rely on stuff.
You know, a lot of people say that, but like we're talking about your dad again. He started his own business. You know, you went to school. You barely got into school. You got into school based on your art, your talents, your artistic talent, and like you did well in school. Like you did. You heard about that girl Malala Yousafzai? You heard about Malala Yousafzai?
No.
So this girl had like a huge buzz like a week ago.
For what?
So she's like a 16-year-old Pakistani girl who had been really pushing education for women, but the Taliban wouldn't let girls go to school. They would like go to schools and murder people like in front of these kids. So she was like really a proponent for like girls being able to go to school and like do all these things. Like they shot her like in the
16-year-old
face.
girl.
Well, she was 12 when she got shot. She was doing all this stuff at such a young age. So she had a huge buzz last week. She was on like the Daily Show, and like Jon Stewart was like,
she's not dead. She just got shot in the face.
she just got shot in the face, and they rushed her to like they flew her to England, or like someone was luckily in Pakistan who could help her temporarily, and then they flew her to England. But she was like a big deal. She was such a big deal that the Taliban was looking for her. They like came on her school bus, 12-year-old girls, and they're like, "Who is Malala?" That's my impersonation of the Taliban. And who you texting? Oh, your girlfriend.
She asked what's going on with the show, and I said it's on.
Yeah, why isn't she watching? That's what I didn't mean to distract you before when I was looking at it. I was seeing if anyone was chatting questions. We don't have any live chats
Not
yet.
yet.
I think we have to notify.
One day we'll be bombarded.
One day it'll just be. We're gonna have to have a producer like monitoring the chats and.
One day this will be a throwback for something, and we'll just be like, look, when we had no messages.
So yeah, what she was talking about, the reason why I bring her up is because one of the things she said that's important to go to school is not even all the stuff you learn, but like it's the in-between things, like working. Like you could study with someone else. You're learning to work with someone else. And the reason what made me think of that is because like, yeah, you went to school and it wasn't even the subjects you worked on, but like you killed it at networking. You know, you were like, you know what, these kids, these are people I need to know. And like that's stuff that not a lot of people are savvy about, you know? Like you're a guy who, you know, you started your own company. Your father started your own company. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, these people could work harder. I can't say that because I don't work that hard. But like you could say that because you do work hard. Like you and your dad are hard workers. You know what I'm saying? You used to grind. I used to come stay on your couch and you would like just be hustling so hard to get you know these.
I mean, I'm just saying like
gigs.
the people that like beg for the money, like at least do something for it. Like in college, do you remember we would go down to Marshall Street, and on Marshall Street in Syracuse, there would be these bums that would ask for money because they know all the kids are going out drinking. But I would have them freestyle or something. Remember we made them, they battled? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So, you know, the bums on Marshall
Earn
Street.
it.
The bums on Marshall Street.
I'm gonna take a photo of us.
They asked for money.
Post it
And
on
you know
the
what we
page.
did is there's one of the bums that raps, and he was alright, he was pretty good. But one of them was horrible. He couldn't even like speak English. He was just slurring his words. So like, how about this? You battle him, and the winner gets $5 or $10 or whatever it was. So you know when there's a battle and someone says a verse, and then at the end of the verse everyone's like, oh. So every time after the guy who sucked, who couldn't even rap, he would just say like, when he was done, we were like, oh. And we just made it like he was the shit. We made him win. We gave him money, but I think we gave the other guy money too. But I'm just saying, do something for your money.
There was
you know?
at least effort made, so
Yeah.
you indulged him. I don't know, you know.
I think
That's
the
a good
people at
analogy.
42nd Street that dress up, they deserve their money.
They deserve money.
Yeah, they deserve their money. Give them the money.
There's some
they shouldn't
people
just, like,
that I know
do
that
whatever.
are, you know, I think a lot of people are like, oh, you expect handouts. I think some people really are working hard, and they, you know, the middle class are people that do jobs that are not high paying, and they can't, they're not getting the same value out of life that you used to be able to get, being able to do, I don't know, whatever they do in the Midwest, farming. But I guess that was an issue like 100 years ago.
frack, sell your
like
land,
to
I
get
don't
rid
know.
of when in the
Did you
industrial
see that
revolution.
fracking movie?
Fracking?
The movie Fracking.
Oh, I don't know. No,
It's not called Fracking.
but
with
it's about fracking.
Yeah, it's with the guy Matt Damon. That movie is a bit.
What? What does
You
that
have
mean?
to go see it. We'll talk about it next week. But that movie is a bit. There's a sick bit that's ran in that movie to get shit going the right way, how they want to do it.
How much time have we done? Talk about it right now. I want to hear about it.
All right, so I'm gonna just spoil the whole load of the movie. Matt
What's
Damon,
it called?
Homeland or Our Land or something with land.
Is it a good movie?
It's a great fucking movie. You want me
Oh,
to tell
so
you?
you shouldn't spoil it?
I'm gonna spoil it. You just got in overhead.
If you're really gonna, okay.
Okay. So Matt Damon.
If you really want to see this movie, don't listen.
So Matt Damon plays this guy that works for the fracking company. So what these fracking people do is they go to these people that have no money, that have land. They sell off their land to them. And Matt Damon's like the closer. So he comes in, he has this pitch. It's the same thing, you know, the ones that have children, he tells them, oh, you want to send your kids to school and all that, just to get their money.
Don't be texting.
I'm not. I'm just trying to get this
is
going.
podcast time. This is
Sorry.
webcast time. I am posting photos live.
So listen.
These photos are being posted live.
So
people.
Matt Damon works for the fracking company, and he goes in, he gets them to sign. He's like the closer. So what happens is, as he's trying to close this town, to get a certain amount of fracking approved and started, you have to have a certain % of the town closed. You know, so like it's almost like when they have a building.
John Krasinski's in this movie.
I don't know, whoever the fuck.
The
it
guy
is.
from The Office.
Yeah, he's in it. So now he plays this guy who's like an eco-friendly guy. So he comes in, he starts putting signs up like "Don't frack." He's totally against it. He builds up like the town to like go against it and this and this and that and this and that.
He like wins Matt Damon over.
Basically wins Matt Damon over. So he also makes this poster of like a dead cow on their land, and he puts it. He goes, or some other place that's fracking because they're saying like the oil lights on fire, under your water lights on fire because there's oil in it. Animals are dying. You know, does all these experiments at schools to like, you know, show how the water's really bad, all that. Builds up this whole case up against Matt Damon, right? So now Matt Damon, he's pissed. He don't know what to do. They have this big meeting in like the town hall where the whole town's there, and you know the one guy who's the eco guy, whatever his name is,
John Krasinski.
John Krasinski, you know, this and this and that, puts up these posters. Now what happens after that whole thing, because he looks like the man now and everyone in town loves him, he's like the savior. Matt Damon one night looks at the poster and he sees it was photoshopped. That like that little tower in the back or whatever it is, it's not real, it was photoshopped. So he brings this up over the town that it was photoshopped and this and this and that and this guy's fake. And he convinces the whole town to get back with the fracking since that guy was lying to them. And then as that guy's packing up his stuff, he goes, well, I came here to do my job. And he goes, what do you mean you lost? He goes, no. He's like, I won. And he figured out that guy was working for the fracking thing, and he runs a bid on them just to build up, just for the town to put their trust in someone.
Sick.
They put their trust in him, and then it flips back over to Matt Damon.
So he works for the fragging company too.
Yeah, it's a bit.
So is that a sick movie?
Sick movie. It's fucking great.
I don't need to see it now.
You could see it anyway.
There's so many movies I
My
want to
girlfriend
see.
said she's gonna call you tomorrow, so
She's gonna call me?
to walk you through it. She wants to like log into it right now. I guess she can't, but
Why? All you gotta do is click the thing. It's
She
not
said-
live?
she said I just gave live stream access to my Facebook. She has a thing about giving people access to her info, so she's probably bugging out right now. She's saying it's
All
only
she
the
has to
old
do is
archived
go-
one.
This one isn't live? It's not posted live?
It's called episode 2.
Is there no episode 2 on the page?
We'll find out after.
I mean, we could post it and it'll just go up after.
It's fun.
But I wanted it to be live.
So
It's
what
a
else?
shitty episode anyway.
Yeah, I'm just sick.
It was good. It was good.
I think it was a good episode, but it's
I'm just fucking with
Keisha's
you.
fault. Whatever this shit is, it ruined it. It ruined my flow. Takashi.
Keisha?
Keisha.
Keisha from Round the Way? It's her fault. That's funny. That movie, I saw that. It didn't get like a lot of review. It didn't have a lot of buzz, but that sounds like a pretty cool bit. I wanted to talk about Tom Waits. I think we'll talk about him next week.
We can talk about Tom Waits next
We could
week.
do that as an outro. So she can't log in. Is that what she said?
So good.
Oh, good. We'll just post the video and people can watch it on demand. And it's only episode 2, and we can figure out next week.
Plus, I got sick from the food.
You win some, you lose some. I think it's a learning process. If we're going to be doing this every week, we got to come ready. We got to come ready to talk about bullshit, real life stuff. It's a work in progress. The first episode, it was good. This was good too. The food bit. Do you like having food? Should we eat again next week?
I like having food, but not that
this
type
shit.
of food. No more sushi, no more fishes, no more.
Maybe
Asian.
next week we'll eat and then we'll have dessert after. We'll figure it out.
figure it out.
We don't have to talk about it. And we'll talk about Tom Waits next week. So yeah, thanks again for coming to the Flippin' Mental show, and we'll see you all next week. Don't forget to come in live and chat. Hopefully it worked this week. It's just that no one showed up.
No one showed up.
We'll do a better job of notifying everyone to tune in live.
You know what it's like? The Kane's Arcade. Did I send you that link?
Kane's Arcade?
Kane's Arcade.
I don't know that.
So this company runs a bit on this kid. So Kane is this little 10-year-old boy who lives in like the Midwest or whatever. And his father works at like a car repair shop. So what the kid does in his spare time is he takes the parts and he makes like these games. So his father gave him a room, and the kid.
This is a movie?
No, this is just like something that I saw on Facebook. I clicked on it.
And like the news?
Yeah, it was like a video some guy made. So listen, so Kane makes like these fake arcades. So it's like fake games, like there's little holes, that the little golfer pops up, but it's his hand and you got to hit it. Like it's like imaginary arcade with no electric.
Okay.
Whatever. So every day, I guess after work, his father drops him off there and they wait there for like 30 minutes thinking someone's going to come and buy the Fun Pass. Now what the Fun Pass is it's an unlimited card where you could play all Kane's games.
Kane's games.
Kane's games. And he helps you do it or whatever. So he waits there every day. And he just sits there, and his father's like, "You sure you don't want to go home and get something?" He goes, "No, maybe someone will come today, So he just waits there, and this filmmaker just ran this whole bit and like put a thing on Kickstarter or whatever, and got like hundreds and hundreds of people to line up this one day. So they're riding there, and they're like, "Oh, look," and he's like, "Oh," like he was like, "Of course,
of course, 1,000 fucking people are gonna come."
People came to Kane's Arcade, and yeah, they all bought the Fun Pass, and he's playing games, and they made a song. Like, the video guy made a song, Kane's Arcade, and it was just like one of those, like, those feel-good,
yeah.
That kind of fuck your day up. You're like, this is what made me fucking feel good. I clicked on some stupid shit on Facebook.
Yeah, the kid will be fucked up later in life and shit, especially once he realizes that they didn't really come. I don't know. It sounds good. I want you to send that to me. You got to send that to me.
Send it to you, Kane's Arcade.
So don't feel free to make comments on the posts. We'll upload the photos. They should have automatically gone up there. I hope I'm not screwing up the technology, but there'll be the photos from the event. Don't forget, we got to upload the photo of the Coupe de Ville. Email us at flippinmentals@gmail.com if you have any questions, any advice.
And if we told you what our password was, you probably wouldn't like us.
It is. I tell you, it's somewhat offensive, but
So
you'll never
offensive.
forget it,
And you'll never know.
and you'll never know.
It's the most
I
offensive
just
thing
spilled
ever.
water everywhere. Flippinmentals@gmail.com. Email us questions, comments, concerns.
And subject.
Oh yeah, the subject attention
Flippin' Mentals.
dash flippin'
Flippin'
mentals.
Mentals. And then another dash in what your subject really is.
So thanks again for coming. We will sing you out. I gotta turn off the broadcaster.
If it's even broadcasting.